circumstances that exist when these two meet. Losing really isn't an option, making this another intense, feisty clash, which should keep everyone on edge. The fans are more nervous than the players, to me, confirming.
So we're up and running. Sesko. Shaw. Very nicely done. Goes for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Bruno Fernandes clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Diallo, and it's lofted through here. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And that's been won straight back. Maguire. Shaw.
Bruno Fernandes really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Frimpong. Maguire can get it clear. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And it's Shaw. Been fouled there. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Casemiro. Robertson gets it away. That's a corner kick. They've played it short. Hoisted in. That's a good ball. And the finish! Now the breakaway. Woodman, long ball by the goalkeeper. Diogo Dalot. And back to the keeper they go. Konate. Frimpong. Oh, this looks sharp. Isak looks to get on the end of this. Maguire. Diallo. Bruno Fernandes. He's in a great position. Real chance! Casemiro. He's having a shot! Robertson gets it clear. Diogo Dalot. Wins the duel this time.
Manchester United would very much seem to be growing their confidence here. You can feel it.
Gakpo. Isak. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Isak really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Mbuemo. Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dalot. That's an imaginative pass. And he's heaved it away. Shaw have it back and can go again. goal! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead.
Manchester United, well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So, a breakthrough already. Up towards the front line, and that has put paid to that. Bajcetic. Szoboszlai. Szoboszlai. And he's there to clear it. Oh, they could be caught out here. Tries a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
That's nice and simple for the keeper. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Shaw. Mbuemo takes the shot! It's anyone's ball now. Could be danger here.
Liverpool really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
McAllister played out to the left flank. Gakpo with the cross. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. It'll be a throw-in. In again. He can get that clear. Wirtz. Takes aim and crosses. Couldn't quite control it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Tries a measured ball. Well timed, excellent interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Shaw. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Isak. Bajcetic. That's a nicely shaped ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Wirtz, can he finish? Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Casemiro is there and he can get that clear. Out for a throw. Aim forwards. Maguire makes the interception. Oh, that is asking for trouble. Whistle's gone, that's foul. Keeper's got good distance on that. Van Dijk, and it's played forward. Looking here to chip it through. And he cuts out the supply. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Van Dijk goes forward. Oh, can he get onto this? That is a little undercooked. Van Dijk has played it long. Great work on the overlap. It's a mighty effort! Didn't quite get enough on that.
Oh, what a great leap. He had no right to get to that.
That's clear cut, it's a free kick. Casemiro. And it's Shaw. Aimed in towards the centre. Vitz. Well, they could break here. The Red Devils leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Good take, and is he in? Isaac! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Hit into the middle. Oh, shooting chance! Decent enough try.
Yeah, he may have snatched it down a bit, even though it was quite close.
Van Dijk. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Isak. Now it's Vitz. Out to the right. Soboslai. Played out to the right. Danger averted for now.
Maguire.
Mbuemo. Diogo Dalot. Mbuemo. Diogo Dalot picks it up now. There's the header! Oh no, he's got that completely wrong. Szoboszlai gets into some space. Oh, smashing header! He will be livid with himself.
And that was really good pressure. They did enough to put him off in the end.
Van Dijk shifted upfield. Maguire cuts out the pass. Bruno Fernandes. Moved on forwards. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And that's a simple one for the keeper.
Manchester United have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Surely! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, it wasn't the best pass, was it? The apologetic look says it all, really. He knows he could have got his team in real trouble then.
Szoboszlai. Bajcetic. Konate, gently done. That has been knocked clear. Frimpong. Oh, it's played. A header! Well, not a header, but again the same outcome.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
Mbuemo, oh, good spread. Diogo Dalot tries a deft little ball. Gets good distance on it. So what can they make of this? Meno does well to get it back. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card. And the shot! Oh, taken with style! They have come roaring back!
Oh, what a lovely exchange, Peter. I mean, he did the give and go, and that's just a lovely return ball. The weight of it was absolute perfection.
The goal scorer for Liverpool after 22 minutes is number 10.
Liverpool grab the equaliser and we're all square.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Played back to the goalkeeper. Konate. Long ball looking to counter. Isak is onto it in a flash. Isak! Oh, he's really drilled it! Diallo. Driven forward. Isak. Chance here to counter. Konate cuts it out. Wirtz. Lobbed in behind. Oh, he's shot at goal! Meno moved on forwards. Diallo. Shaw. And the header is disappointing in the end.
That's good play, plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Diogo Dalot.
Well, that was harder not to pick out a teammate, and he pulled it off.
Great defending, strong and determined. Liverpool have a free kick. Bruno Fernandes does really well to win the ball there.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Isak. And it's dealt with by the out-rushing keeper. Nice physical challenge. That's a cute ball. He can run onto that. Woodman claims it, and the danger passes. Robertson. Gakpo. Verts played out towards the right wing. Caught offside that time. And it's played forward. Chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Konate, nicely aimed pass. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Frimpong takes a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Isak actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Has a look and plays it forward. Well read, nice interception. Nguemo.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Long ball by the goalkeeper. Nicely intercepted. Konate, and the keeper's got it again. Keeper's got good distance on that. Maguire. Mado. Maguire. Casemiro. That's really well manoeuvred. Cross from Robertson. Punched away. Szoboszlai. He's on it. Can he get away? chance. Great chance! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen.
And it's hoisted clear. McAllister. Szoboszlai. That is good, super running, sharp movement, came up against a defender though who was ever so determined. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Isak, now he's off and running. Great defending, strong and determined. Maguire, forwards and with intent. Diogo Dalot. Caresses it through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And it's gone back to the keeper. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Clearly not happy with that. That's really well cleared. Casemiro does really... No question, that's a foul. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. And back to the goalkeeper. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Gakpo. Nice looking ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Tries to get it clear. Big chance! They just took too long getting forward.
Look, if they're going to counter, it has to be pacier and much more decisive.
Keeper's dealt with that. Bruno Fernandes shifted upfield. Diallo. Oh, good spread. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Calmly anticipates. Maguire. Keeper's got good distance on that. Can he stop it going out? That's good play. Shaw proves just a little bit too strong. Robertson gets it away. He's had a shot! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Diallo. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dalot. Casemiro aim forwards. Diallo. Deflected behind for a corner kick. There's the header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Dieter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Oh, they could be caught out here. He's through, now is he in? He's one-on-one! And he's there to get it away. Diogo Dalot is sporting a guilty look after that. And a chance! Woodman herring after the ball here. Maguire. Diogo Dalot. Sesko chasing after it. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Maguire. Diallo. Spread out to the left. And it's Shaw. Meno, probing pass, and he's there to clear it. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Cleared without complication. Meno. Casemiro. Meno. Bruno Fernandes. Good chance here! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
It's an inviting looking ball, that. Konate. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Bajcetic played out to the right. Casemiro. Maguire. Sesko is onto it in a flash. Wins the duel this time. Meno. Sports official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Gakpo. Bajcetic. Wirtz. Some good work on the right flank here. Diogo Dalot. Can he finish? Oh, denied brilliantly.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Bajcetic. That has been cut short. Do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Diogo Dalot. Oh, well measured. And the keeper has it. It's gone for a throw-in. Meno gets across to intercept that. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. And we are up to the break. Liverpool get the second half started.
Isak really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And it's Shaw. Decent chance! Goal! Manchester United! And they've got their lead back.
Manchester United, the danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Isak looks to get on the end of this. Bruno Fernandes. Casemiro. Oh, there's a probing ball. Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Konate. Van Dijk. And that is out of play. Liverpool have turned to their bench and we're going to have a substitution. Wits. Played into the middle. Defending of the desperate variety. Over to the left. Wits. Well, that's well seen too. Bajcetic. McAllister, Gakpo, Diallo, Maguire, that's really well manoeuvred, and that's put paid to a promising move. McAllister. Van Dijk shifted upfield. Diallo. Meno. Maguire. Meno. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away. And no surprise, that's a booking. Maguire. Meno. McAllister. Robertson. Gakpo. Robertson. Robertson chooses to go cross-field. Shaw. Diallo. Mbuemo. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Diogo Dalot. Sesko. And it's been played through. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Bruno Fernandes. It's a great ball. And he shoots!
Sesko made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Gakpo. Robertson looking to get on the end of this. Clears it away. And that's a throw-in. Casemiro. Isak. Oh, it's a great ball here. And it's played in. And that was very necessary. Diallo. Sesko. And it's Shaw. Cross deflected over the goal line for a corner. That's gently done. Wits! Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Out to the right. Frimpong crosses. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Gets it away. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Shaw. Pass is intercepted. Now it's Diallo. Isak. That's forwards and with intent. He's shifting just to Gakpo! Denied by an instinctive save.
Gakpo is offering a wry smile there.
And the keeper beats it away. Gakpo. McAllister does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Ooh, a delicate chip through. And that's aimed into the middle.
I think those reactions say it all. He didn't wait for the support and the chances gone a-begging.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Liverpool Really are defending from the front.
They are, and this type of pressing is a case of counter-attacking a counter-attack. It's high octane and high pressure, high fitness.
And he's there to clear it. And he thumps it clear. McAllister. Delivers the ball. Cleared away. Shaw has created one goal already. Sesko under intense pressure.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Diogo Dalot. The ball is loose and the chase is on. He's had a shot! Chiesa attempts a clearance. And reclaimed it in a trice. Casemiro. Now it's Diallo. The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. It's Fernandes! Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication. Maguire. And it's played forward. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Bruno Fernandes. He's got space in the area and the shot! He's got a goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Liverpool are making a change now.
You know, he can't really have any complaints at being withdrawn. There must have been at least 5 efforts at goal that were underwhelming.
Manchester United take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Shaw looking to hit the byline here. Could try cutting inside here. Oh, what a climb! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Sesko made such good movement to get in position there. We were all expecting much more.
Casemiro. Mbuemo. Diogo Dalot. Casemiro. Moved on forwards. Meno. Calmly anticipates. Konate. Konate, good looking ball. Maguire, and the keeper's got it again. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Bruno Fernandes. Shaw. In the end, they found themselves penned in, nowhere to go. Clipped into space. That's going to go a long way. Maino tries to clear. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bruno Fernandes. That's surely a foul, free kick. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, with him already been on a yellow, he should know much better than that.
Maguire. Back into the middle. It's come to nothing. Casemiro. That's really well manoeuvred. Van Dijk out-muscles him. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. That's really good play on the right, he's driving forward. Great defending, strong and determined. Can he deliver? Oh, it's come loose. Shaw plays it short. Oh, nice touch. So who's he picking out? Out to the left it goes. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Ball's played through. Cross goes in there. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. That's a lovely, neat pass. Van Dijk shifted upfield. Bajcetic. Van Dijk, he's fizzed it forward. Mbuemo. Knocks it out wide. Oh, sweet feet. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, the players are making their point, but the ref clearly isn't interested. He's waved them all away. And it's hoisted clear. Driving forward. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. He's through here. Shoots! He has done it! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
After 69 minutes is number 7.
Liverpool get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Mano, aim forwards. Van Dijk cuts out the pass. And it's Shaw. Lovely bit of skill. Shaw hangs one in. Has a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Good piece of opportunism there, but wasn't able to turn it home in the end.
The Reds making another change here. Shaw gets across to intercept that. Verts played out towards the right wing. There's the shot! Assad, gently done. Mano. And it's played forward. Van Dijk gets it away. Gakpo. That'll be a throw-in. Cleared away. Another throw-in. Spread out to the left. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. A hefty challenge, but fair enough.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Played out to the right. Bruno Fernandes, and the shot! It's a goal!
Manchester United, yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
United go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
Bruno Fernandes. Woodman sends that a long way. Oh, that's well done, really robust. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Played out wide. Vitz! That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. Point blank header! Harmlessly behind. Van Dijk. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Konate. Quality ball. Maguire with the clearance. That is lovely. McAllister. And that has been clubbed away. Liverpool have got it back and they'll have another go. And it's gone back to the keeper. Konate, lofted upfield. Chiesa, oh, good spread. Chiesa! Chance for a shot! It's a clearance, but not much of one. Robertson. Gakpo. Shaw forwards and with intent. Shaw shifted upfield. Oh, he's chipped him right on the cusp of the penalty area. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
And he's there to clear it. Bruno Fernandes. Nguemo. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Great defending, strong and determined. And that could set him on his way. Konate does really well to win the ball there. That's been drilled forward. Vitz!
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the...
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, he's playing innocent. He has every reason to. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Oh, Peter, what a lucky boy. A telling off as opposed to a sending off.
Substitution on the field. Number 30. Coming on the field is number 11.
Gets a good foot in there. Bajcetic. Konate. Oh, there's a probing ball. Casemiro. Zirkzee. Chiesa. Ramsey. Chiesa. That's... Can he finish? More pressure on the opposition goal.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get the reward if they can stick at this.
That's not going far. Shot a goal! And somehow he managed to miss it.
That's more like it. They have to force the issue, and that's the way to do it.
Away. And the shot! That's a real chance missed. Najraoui. Nguemo. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And that's going to be a booking. Casemiro. Now that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Wirtz. Bajcetic. Ramsey. Now that's well seen too. Bruno Fernandes wins the duel this time. And it's Shaw. Shaw, now here's the delivery. Lovely feet. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Yellow or red? It is red. The player's protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Pretty, but it gets the job done. Bruno Fernandes. Jackpo getting this one clear. Can he spark a counter here? McAllister. Robertson, and he goes cross-field. Wirtz. Gakpo. Thinks one through. That has found him in acres of space. And that's an excellent interception. Zirkzee. Bruno Fernandes. 5 minutes left on the clock. Well, nicely intercepted. Bruno Fernandes. Bruno Fernandes having a shot! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Bruno Fernandes brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
There will be a throw-in. Oh, easy pickings there. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. Konate. Oh, can he get onto this? And he cuts out the supply. It's run loose here. Mado. Shaw. Casemiro. Bruno Fernandes. Zirkzee. Diallo. Diallo unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Looking for a decent ball in. Ramsey aim forwards. Konate, gently done. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Casemiro moved on forwards. Searching pass he's played there. Diallo played in with purpose. Robertson pinged towards the front line. Gakpo. Robertson. Great defending, strong and determined. Mazraoui plays it through. And he's heaved it away. The Red Devils have reclaimed it. Meno. Bruno Fernandes played out towards the right wing. Cross goes in there. Up he goes! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
There will be 4 extra minutes. Picks it up out wide. That's tidy. Referee has just said play on. Well timed, excellent interception. Diallo. Bruno Fernandes. And it's Shaw. Shaw, done delicate. Climbs up big! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Casemiro. Meno. And that's a dangerous ball. Showing good feet. Played out to the right. Konate can get it clear. Shaw flings it across. Shaw goes short. A chance to play it in. Here comes another cross. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Meno. Diallo. Goes for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And that has been cleared. And it's Shaw. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now, what about a counter-attack? Ramsey. Can he latch on to this? Meno. Diallo. Over to the left. Shaw. Muscular approach does pay off here. Chiesa with the challenge, and he has given away a free kick. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. And Dijk tries to clear and claimed it back swiftly. Lovely, now big chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they are cruising away!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Well, it's an inspired substitution, terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Now the difference is 3. Vince Diallo does really well to win the ball there. Meno. And it's made its way to him, and he shoots! No mistake! It is no contest, it is a landslide. No space, no problem, you just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Things looking... And that will be the final act. United really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling. And that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. The end of the game. Reflections?
Manchester United really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
Well, that's the lot for now. Thanks to you, Jim, and goodbye.